Alright, now in this video we are going to create uh, this uh, this vanity and this back area. Okay, this has the mirror and this grooved area. So let's go, and in order to do that we need to do a few things. First of all, let's get these edges selected from the top and press connect, and let's see what we get. Alright, I believe this will fulfill our need. Okay, so just one edge, and okay, looks good. Press OK, and now you select this guy here and come to the top view and move it all the way to this corner. Okay, here at this point, and now right click and move it on the x-axis. You need to make sure you are on the top view and you have the edge selected, and now we have to move it on the x-axis -100 to bring it to the left direction. Press OK, and looks good. Perfect. And we will do the same thing here. Once again we will press connect, and so press OK. We have this guy here and we don't want it like going on a specific angle, so I'm going to let's say press x-axis button to make it straight, dead straight on the x-axis. Okay, so if there are multiple ways you can do this. One of them is like you have selected the whole loop of the edge and you press X. This is also fine. Otherwise you can simply select the vertices and you can simply move on the x-axis and press S to snap it with the opposite vertex. Now we are good, and now I simply have to bring this guy here and maybe let's snap it. Okay, all good. And yeah, next part is let's select this face here and this face, and you have to simply extrude minus. Okay, move it backward, or you have to simply press shift and move it to the back side. Okay, now you see something bad happening on this corner. This is not good. This is not good, guys. Alright, no problem. First we need to fix this. So let's go to the vertex, select all the vertex and press weld. So this will help to adjust our new vertex which we just added, and select this guy again and press shift and move it to the back side. Now you can see everything is good. Okay, gone. Let's control Z, come to the top and press shift and leave a slight place there for the wall. Okay, looks good, looks really good to me. Alright, now the next part is we have to create the counter. Perfect. So the vanity, actually, this guy here. So let's create a rectangle here, a rectangle, start from this corner and up to this corner maybe, and let's see, to this point. Okay, now let's see the dimensions what we got actually. So we have 205 by 53. So you can see there is a slight adjustment needs to be done. Snap is on, so I'm moving just to match the corners. Alright, and yeah, So in 53 I would like to make it like maybe 1.75 feet, yeah, which is equal to approximately uh, yeah, it's not 2 feet, it's just 1.75 feet, which is good now. And let's right click, convert to editable spline, and now select this vertex and fillet it this. So you see this corner is little smooth. Yeah, right, I will fillet it a little bit, not very much, just a bit. And this corner is straight, so we don't have to do that. Okay, I have this guy here. Now let's extrude this guy and make it approximately 2 centimeters. Okay, and now I will move it down and isolate this. But before we isolate, let's find out, there are a couple of glitches. You can see it's going inside the wall, which should not go. So let's get back, select the vertices and select these vertices and move it on the x-axis like this. Okay, perfect. And select these guys as well and move it here with the snap. Okay, so now we enable the extrude again and we are fine with that. Okay, so yeah, perfect. And let's move it a little bit up and isolate this guy here, and I will just copy it again to the bottom, not instance, I will just copy it. Okay, and let's move it. And now I will extrude amount, I will increase the extrude amount a little bit more. Like, let's say if you see this guy visually, it's about maybe 1.5 feet or one and a half feet. Let's see, 1.5 feet. Okay, let's bring it down. Okay, this looks good to me. Now I will move it up and right click and move it down with the accurate value of 0.2, sorry, minus 0.2. Okay, so this is necessary, this is needed, this adds a little bit detail in your scenes. You can see here, if it is fixed too much, it will not even uh, feel like it is a countertop. Okay, so yeah, this is needed. Alright, the next step is I'm going to apply edit poly modifier and select this edge here. Let's change the color so we can easily see what's going on. Okay, and let's connect it, isolate this guy here, and it is connected. And now, you know, if we have to straighten the edges, we simply have to press, let's say, X. Okay, all good. And now in the front view, we just have to move this guy here so we can detach this dude and we can apply the rattan material over here. Okay, okay, yeah, looks good, perfect. And now let's select this face here and see what's going on. Yeah, okay, let's select this guy here and I am going to detach this, and I am going to call detach as a clone. I'm going to call it rattan front. Okay, I believe we made a mistake. We should not detach it as a clone, because we don't really want the back side of this guy staying there. So detach, finish the detach as clone, and we call it rattan back, sorry, rattan front. Okay, sound good. Yeah, perfecto. Now I will isolate this guy here and I will apply a shell modifier on this to add some thickness, and this shell should go to 1 on the inner amount only. Okay, and you need to do one more thing. Just do the straighten the corners. It will straighten the corners, but it somehow it looks creepy, so just deselect this guy here for now. And I believe something bad is happening here, so what I'm going to do, I am going to just add some of the edges. Okay, connect and move it outward. Okay, like this. It will help us to, you know, fix couple of things. And I will select again this guy, and once again I will connect it, only one, but to this side. Okay, and in the top view you still see some lag, so let's press X. Perfect. And now if we shall, let's see how it goes. I believe it's a little creepy from the corners still, but let's do one more thing. Instead of shell, let's select the all the faces and press extrude, and let's make it 1, or sorry, -1 inside, and let's by polygon or by local normals. Okay, this is also not going to help us, being honest. So in order to give it a thickness, I believe we can detach this, or even if we do not give thickness it will still work, but a little small shell will be able to work for us. So this area is not still looking good, so what I'm going to do, in the edit poly I am going to select all of these guys here. Okay, not you boy, not you as well. I'm just deselecting by pressing Alt, and now I can select this guy and I can detach it, and I call it left, and I now if I apply shell it is solved perfectly, and apply shell on this guy as well. Now we have perfectly smooth corners, which actually we wanted. Perfect. So I will unisolate everything, and let's select again them. So we have this guy here, and let's maybe move it a little bit outside. So now you see our plane is here, but the gizmo is in the center. So click here on this guy, hierarchy button, and click on effect pivot only and center to object. This is very helpful tool and command, you will need it a lot. Okay, so we can move it slightly outside, just a couple of nanomillimeters, so it when we apply material it doesn't, you know, uh, mix up. Okay, I believe this is good. I'm going to select this and change the color for now, because we will apply the materials later, but for now I believe this is good. I will select and make it group, and I will call it Vanity. Alright, let's finish the isolation and see. We have it here. We have to make sure the vanity is almost as same height as the height of the vanity, which is equal to approximately 1.5 feet. So let's move this guy down here, and maybe right click and click on the move, and on the y-axis we want it to move approximately 1.5 feet. So yeah, which I think is good so far. And let's save this guy, and see you in the next video.